Just let me say I'm excited. You gonna be my wife. I can't imagine what it's like to wake up to you and go to bed with you. We don't need to say goodbye. I'll tell you bedtime stories, and you pretend they're not boring. One day we'll have a house of our very own, and we'll make it our home, and I'll do anything for you. It's just 2 little words, they're gonna change my world. 3 letters in all, and I'll mean them with all I got. We gonna say I do. We gonna say I do. And though the world may try to catch up to us, we'll be alright because we ain't got nothing to prove. You know you got me forever. It's you and me together. One day we'll make a little family, but now it's you and me, and I'm as happy as ever. So don't you worry about a thing, I got your back, don't you see? You got your dress, I got my suit, and now we're ready to be. Hold your breath and close your eyes and make a wish this time, 'cause mine is standing before me. It's just 2 little words, they're gonna change my world. 3 letters in all, and I'll mean them with all I got. We gon' say I do. We're gonna say I do, yeah. Though the world may try to catch up to us, we'll be alright because we ain't got nothing to prove. We gon' say I do. We gon' say I do, yeah. Though the world may try to catch up to us, we'll be alright because we ain't got nothing to prove. We gonna say I do.
Nice to meet you, Cindy. Have a glass. Thank you. Bye.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, shall I stay? Would it be a sin? Oh, if I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea.
How are you? Are you having fun?
Darling, so it
You having a good day today?
goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. Oh, for I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, like a river flows surely to the sea. Darling, so it goes. for I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, for I can't help falling in love with you.
It seems to me there's no better place to begin than with Milo Blake. You're good. Just talk normally.
Miles' wedding poem. Peace in your heart, peace in my mom's heart, and mine too. Peace in everybody's heart, peace in the world. Peace, everybody. Peace, peace, peace. My mom's hearts are filled with peace, and on their journey they will go, and as peace leads, they will follow their heart into their safest arms always. Love is love, love is kind, kind is kind, kind is love. They work together to make their wedding. They work together for their love. They work together for their marriage. I see them talking to each other and kissing. They kiss. They are a woman marrying another woman, and two women can love each other. Two women can love each other. All their love joins together from their hearts. Bless God.
He wrote that completely on his own.
Next, a reading from Alex Trollock, and I am very sorry that you have to follow that.
Good evening. Oh no, this is my nightmare. It's fine. Good evening. My name is Alex. Today I will be reading a poem by Tyler Knott Gregson. Not only does this poem speak to Kyle and Rennie individually as a piece about falling in love and finding one's person, it has been a part of their story and journey to each other. This poet writes a lot of haikus, and during their courtship, Kyle and Rennie sent haikus by Tyler to each other nearly daily. After being together for approximately 4 months, they were able to go and see Tyler read in Cambridge and meet him, and it remains a special memory for both of them. Okay. What if all we ever wanted isn't hiding in some secret, faraway dream, but inside of us now? As we breathe one another and find home in the way, our arms always seem to fit perfectly around the spaces between us. What if we are the answer and love was the question? What if all this time it was us you were supposed to find? I am filled with wonderings, questions, and doubt, but one thing I am certain. It will always be you that gives flight to the butterflies inside of me, calm to the sea I have become, and hope to the darkness all around us. It is you, and has always been you, you. You that soothes and excites and spreads joy like rainfall on the already damp earth. You that pulled me from the longest sleep and kissed my tired eyelids awake. If life is a question mark, then you, my love, are the proud and bold period that is typed with certainty.
When Rennie and Kyle met, they felt as though their love was fated, destined, written. If not in the stars, in a text message that Rennie sent to a friend moments before running into Kyle at Whole Foods saying that she thought she would meet her future wife at a Whole Foods. There were coincidences and moments of connection of the sort that when we're falling in love, we hold up as proof that we are meant to be. But to me, this is not a story about fate, or at least not fate alone. Love does not find its expression in the mystical, the magical, the meant to be, but rather in choice. To know Rennie and Kyle is to know that while, yes, they are very protective of their homestead and the life held within, they are no island. Neither their relationship nor this wedding exist outside of a context as big as the whole world. So when we talk about choice, we don't just talk about I choose you, or even the choice to marry who you love once you love. We talk about the choice at the ballot box, a woman's right to choose, the choice to move one's family across any border should that mean a chance at a better life. When we talk about choice, we talk about liberation. About the biggest and most precious and most fragile freedoms that we can know as part of the human experience. And of course, about love. About the choice to love and be loved in direct defiance of a life brimming with the difficult, the unjust, the brutal. To be soft with one another when you could be hard. To turn back into the relationship when every ounce of your pain implores that you turn away from it, telling you that you don't deserve a love so good. To turn back in night upon night, to turn back in year upon year, to turn back in trauma upon trauma, to choose to turn back in. The following is a passage from an essay by Annie Dillard in which she encounters and then reflects on a moment of wild connection in suburban Virginia, not so dissimilar perhaps from a suburban natural food supermarket. The weasel was stunned into stillness as he was emerging from beneath an enormous, shaggy, wild rose bush 4 feet away. I was stunned into stillness, twisted backward on the tree trunk, our eyes locked, and someone threw away the key. Our look was as if two lovers or deadly enemies met unexpectedly on an overgrown path when each had been thinking of something else, a clearing blow to the gut. It was also a bright blow to the brain, or a sudden beating of brains, all with the charge and intimate grade of rubbed balloons. It emptied our lungs. It felled the forest, moved the fields, and drained the pond. The world dismantled and tumbled into that black hole of eyes. She goes on. Could two live that way? Could two live under the wild rose and explore by the pond so that the smooth mind of each is as everywhere present to the other and as received and as unchallenged as falling snow? We could, you know. We can live in any way we want. People take vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience, even of silence, by choice. The thing is to stalk your calling in a certain skilled and supple way, to locate the most tender and live spot and to plug into that pulse. This is yielding, not fighting. A weasel doesn't attack anything. A weasel lives as he's meant to, yielding at every moment to the perfect freedom of single necessity. Ren.
Alexandra. All my life, the universe has been working its magic to bring us together. I truly believe that. It was not until I met you that I began to believe in destiny and meant to be's. Because in a strand of fate-like events, our stars aligned. I never expected you to come along when you did. I wasn't looking for you, yet fate kept creeping in and dropping subtle hints. The forces within this world drew me toward you with intention at the most perfect time. I was so ready for you, and I know you so needed me too. I can still so vividly remember the feeling in my chest as I walked toward you on that perfect October afternoon. As our eyes found each other's, an unexpected rush came over my entire body. A feeling I had never experienced before. Our eyes locked, and in that moment, and since then, I have never lost sight of you. I have never wanted to know a human so much in my entire life. You intrigued me. Initially, with your wit and your humor, and then with your fierce personality, your emotional depth, your intellectual curiosity, and your passion for life and adventure. On that first date, I shared something very intimate with you. All of the qualities I was looking for in a partner. A list that I had very mindfully created throughout my entire adult life. And through our late into the night text exchanges and FaceTiming, our closing down restaurants, and dates until sunrise, because we just could not stop learning more about each other, I realized you were it for me. This list, though, did not even come close to describing the hard, fast, overwhelming, can't get enough magnetic love that I was experiencing for you. Watching you bravely and willingly open up your heart and spill out your soul allowed me to see all of your beauty. You have the most beautiful soul I've ever encountered. You made me feel safe enough to let you see every part of me, too. This cosmic connection made me feel more alive than ever. Any dull in my life turned to vibrance. My dreams, they seem reachable, and my troubles, they seem defeatable. You made me believe in soulmates because I knew with great certainty that you were mine. On our third date, I experienced one of my many meant-to-be moments with you. I saw my first ever shooting star. Naturally, I made a wish. You asked me that night, and you still frequently ask me what that wish was that night. I've never told you. And today, my love, I can finally tell you that my wish has come true. I wished to feel this alive with you, my soulmate, every single day for the rest of my life. Some people may think we move quickly, but I think we moved at exactly the right pace for our love. Fast, intense, passionate. Our love story is magnificent. The falling in love was flawless and effortless. The absolute best part has been growing deeper in love with you every day. And every so often, more frequently than less, our souls organically connect in a way that brings new life. And I realize I'm still falling in love with you. Life is so much more fulfilling and exciting with you. I love this life we have built together, our perfect little adventurous family, our travels and our traditions, and the beautiful home that we have made our own. I love being one half of our team, and I love the way my body fits perfectly with yours as we fall asleep at night and wake up wrapped in each other. I'm so crazy in love with you, Kyle. And I only yearn for this love to grow in its intensity and in its depth. You and I often sit talking for hours, still getting to know our ever-changing selves. I will always make time to do this, to understand you, your needs, and your desires. I will support you and help you flourish as a human, as a mother, and as a partner. I am forever committed to you, to your evolving self. No matter what this life brings, I'll be right here with you, loving you with all that I have, and supporting and appreciating you every step of the way. Life will bring challenges, pains, and heartbreaks, but you never once have to do it alone. because whatever strength you have, I will raise you up twice as high. We have been through a lot over these past few years, testing our emotional limits, but we never once broke. We've only loved harder and grown stronger together. I will always put in the hard work to overcome our battles together and to show my faithful commitment to our love. Those long conversations, the listening and the understanding, it refines our love in a way that intensifies our bond. You have taught me what unwavering support and commitment is. You empower me, and you remind me of my own strength. You challenge me, and you push me to reach my highest potential. How's that about you? You have helped me become more self-aware and love myself for exactly who I am. You have helped me understand that mistakes make for growth and not for destruction. You remind me that there is good in this crazy world through your kindness and passion to help others. You, my love, make me a better person than I used to be. Today, as I become your wife, I vow to be your fierce ally, your forever faithful partner, your loyal teammate, your protective armor, your North Star, and your biggest fan. I will be your infinite source of laughter as we explore this world together. I will be your source of strength when you are wavering. I will be tender to your healing wounds and mindful of your scars. I will listen to you with intention. I will be predictable and dependable. I'll always be your safe place to land. And I promise, you never have to be alone in hating fruit flies and mouth noises ever again. I truly believe that we have something like a miracle. Our relationship never grows old. And as we grow, I promise to never lose sight of you. I will always see forever when I look into those beautiful eyes. Kyle, with all that you are and all that you have been to me, I trust you enough to give you my heart freely, today and every day. And I know that you will protect it and cherish it, just as I will yours. I love you madly, today, tomorrow, and always.
Similarities in our vows are, well, we'll see. Rennie Francis. Love at first sight. No one ever fully believes in it. An over-dramatized belief to romanticize and give credence to the realness of a relationship. No one believes you can love someone the moment you meet them, until it happens to you. On October 24th, 2015, as you were walking toward me, a rush came over me. I loved you. I knew it, and it scared me, but I did, and I knew you. Everything inside of me knew everything inside of you, and at that single moment, I surrendered to this love. It was in those nights leading up to our first date, where we talked until 2 a.m., that I knew, with certainty, that it was you. This was the love I was meant to experience. When you walked into my life, I was a broken version of myself, searching for the pieces to put me back together again. My world was in black and white. I was just beginning to recreate my life. I was not looking for you. I wasn't expecting you. And yet there you were, standing in front of me in a world painted with the most beautiful and vibrant colors I had ever seen. And with that breathtaking smile and delicate kiss, you brought color back into my life. Oftentimes I can't help but wonder why you were absent from my life for so long, or what my life may have looked like if you had found your way to me sooner. But then I remember that he had plans for us. We both had to endure the pain, heartache, and difficulties of our past. You and I had to live our lives separately before we could live them together. He needed us to walk through the storms in order to reach the sun. All of those dark days led me to you. You are my light. I believe we were brought into this world to find each other and fill the gaps of love that we each held. Over the last 3 years, you have taught me so much about life, motherhood, and friendship. But mostly you have taught me about myself. You showed me that I do not have to settle in this life. You made me feel that I am worthy of greatness and to be loved by someone fully and completely. You taught me that I am to be loved by you, by others, and mostly by me. I have never loved myself so fully until you showed me that I am all things good and kind and beautiful and worthy of that love. On February 15, 2016, 4 months into our journey together, you wrote me a letter. In that letter you wrote, "Growing up, I had always heard about this kind of love. I knew it existed. I just never thought I would experience it. Until you. Now I know what they were all talking about." You went on to say, "I feel so alive. I finally feel home." You awakened my spirit and made me feel that no matter where we were in this world or what happened in our lives, as long as we were together, we would always be home. Today isn't just about committing ourselves to each other through a legal and spiritual bond, but also, today for me, is about telling you in front of our friends and families that I am honored to be the one who gets to marry you. You, my love, are the most magnificent person I have ever known. You are everything good and right and beautiful that can be wrapped up into one person. You are the shining light on my darkest day. You are the tender touch on my bruised soul. You are everything inside of me that I am learning to be. You are my greatest joy. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me. I want you to know that as long as I am on this earth, you will never be alone. You will never question if you are beautiful. You will never doubt that you are worthy. You will never second guess your courage. You will never lose pride in your accomplishments, and you will never doubt that you are loved. I will always put you first. I will always defend you. I will always brag about you and make sure that anyone with an earshot knows that you graduated top of your class and received the Outstanding Student Award in your doctoral program. I will always tell you how beautiful you are, even when your hair starts to turn gray, like mine. I will always praise you for being the most incredible mother to our boy. I will always plan dates and challenge myself to find new ways to surprise and impress you in order to keep this love fresh, alive, and an entity all its own. I will respect you, be kind to you, and treat you better than anyone else. On this day, I vow to make these promises to you. I promise to continue to stay up with you, just learning each other and talking until 3 a.m., even if it means being tired the next day. I promise to always walk through grocery aisles flirting and kissing you, not caring about anything or anyone around us. I promise to always play and be silly with you. I promise to work hard to hear the music of your laughter even on your toughest day. I promise to always think that you singing the wrong words to every song is so cute and somehow so charming. I promise to put toothpaste on your toothbrush in the morning and before bed at night. I promise to kiss you goodnight before we fall asleep and kiss you good morning when we wake. I promise to always make traveling a priority and to sacrifice other things in order to continue to see the world together. And I will look forward to new adventures, long plane rides, and drinking oat milk lattes while playing rummy in a coffee shop. I will read to you on road trips and stop on the side of the road if you want to look at the view or go the unplanned route to see what we may discover. I promise to acknowledge how important our love life is and make it top priority, even when life gets busy or stressful. I will value the significance of intimacy and passion and how it connects and reconnects us as a couple. I promise to make you a cup of tea when you are catching a cold and rub your head when you have a headache. I promise to wake up with our child on the weekends so you can sleep in after working hard all week. Like, not every weekend. I promise to make you coffee every morning and add just enough almond milk and coconut sugar to make it perfect. And I promise to reheat it when it gets cold. I promise to nourish your hardworking body with healthy and filling meals and to make your lunch on the days I am able. I promise to appreciate all the things you do for me and our family, big or small. I will not expect perfection from you. I promise to love the new you as you change and evolve. When you get home from a hard day, I will get up to greet you and wrap my arms around you. When you are sad, I will honor the tears you carry. You never look so beautiful as when you are vulnerable. And when I am vulnerable, I will not turn away. I will open myself up to you and allow you to see the shadows of my soul. I will hold your hand in arguments to assure you that, while I may be upset, I am still all in and willing to do whatever it takes. I promise to be quick to forgive, and I will remember that we are a team and that the ultimate goal of our arguments is to not be right, but to learn from them to be better and stronger together. Some days, you are hard work. You challenge me to dig into the depths of myself, to find grace, humility, and self-awareness. The very best of me comes out through you. I promise to always try hard to change in order to better myself and give you the best version of me. I will love you proactively and seek the answers to your questions. I promise to hold your heart tenderly and to always keep you safe. I will always keep you safe. My love for you is steady, unwavering, and never taken for granted. My love is not just a feeling. It is a conscious decision that I choose to make every day. It is a direct and intentional love that is handled with care and attention. I commit myself to be your teammate. I promise to think of you and consider your thoughts and feelings in everything that I do. I promise to lay down my pride in moments of disagreement. I promise to always self-reflect and have the awareness to see where I went wrong and where I need to improve. I promise to be sorry if I hurt you, even if unintentional. I promise to lift you up when you are low and lay you down when you are tired. I vow to stand by you in sickness and sadness, ahead of you in trials and weakness, behind you in support, beside you in teamwork, and with you in joy. I know this marriage will be hard. It will be tiring and it will test patience, but I am committed to the hard work. I will buy the books, read the articles, listen to the podcasts, and I will learn new ways to grow from my mistakes. I may fail at times, but I will always try. And when life gets really hard, as it inevitably does, I will never, ever give up on us. You are the love of my life. I am so grateful that you have chosen me. And I am so proud to be your wife. I love you more than anyone has ever loved anyone.
You take that.
Milo Blake. Today, I finally get to marry Mama. But today is also important for another reason. Today, I commit myself to you, to being your mother forever. 3 years ago, when I met Mama, I fell in love with not just one heart, but two. I met you on your 3rd birthday. We had an instant bond, and I would make any silly joke just to hear that sweet laugh of yours. The best parts of my days quickly became coming home to you. The way you always ran to the door, yelling my name with excitement, made my heart feel so full. And just like that, we became a family. And I fell in love with you too. With your kind heart, your brave soul, and your wild imagination. You are the sweetest, funniest, smartest, most empathic boy I know. You bring so much joy and laughter to my life. I learn from you every single day, whether it's an animal fact or a lesson in patience and understanding. You teach me and help me be a better mom and a better human. I want you to know that I will always be your biggest fan. I will always listen to you. I will always stand up for you. I will read you endless nighttime stories, and I will go on wolfie adventures with you until you decide you're too old. I'll be there and care for you when you are sick, and I'll be there when you lose your first tooth. I'll be there when you have your first day of first grade, and when you have your big game, I'll be the loudest one cheering in the stands. I'll be there for you when you go on your first date and when you go off to college. I'll be there for you when your first girlfriend or boyfriend breaks up with you. I'll be there. I'll hug you when you need an affection, and hardest of all, I will stand back and watch when you need to fly. I will always do my best to give you whatever you need. support, validation, space, comfort, strength, courage. I love watching you grow. And even though I want it to slow down, I am so proud of the boy that you are. And I know I will be so proud of the man that you will become. I'll be there for you today, tomorrow, and all the days ahead of us. And I will love you with all of my heart every step of the way. Thank you. God, in all his goodness, has been doing things my whole life, drawing me to people and places that I could have never imagined. God had a plan for me to be your mother. And though I didn't give you the gift of life, you, Milo Blake, are the best gift God has given me. I love you.
As your sister and witness today, I commit to the following. I will give you each and both love when you need love. I will give you each and both space when you need space. I will know that these are often the same thing. And I will ask your guests to commit to the same if they're willing. Please face them. Fam, friends, repeat after me. I will give you each and both love when you need love. I will give you each and both space when you need space. I will know that these are often the same thing. Now, if you please, kiss each other.
Here's our ring here.
Thanks.
It's all right. It's fine.
Where's the teacher?
Let's kiss again.
I went and stayed too long. I'm wondering if your love's still strong. Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Then that time I went and said goodbye. Now I'm back and not ashamed to cry. Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Here I am, baby. Oh, you got me feeling so in your hand. Here I am, baby. You got me feeling so in your hand. Hey,
Congrats, Kyle and Rennie. Great job up there.
Congrats, it's great to see you guys. I'm so happy for you.
Congrats, Kyle and Rennie. I hope to one day find what you guys have.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Kyle, Rennie, amazing job. Hope you guys have a great, happy night and many more years to come. Love you guys.
Congratulations. Hope you have lots of babies.
Congratulations, Kyle and Rennie. Good luck. Cheers. God bless.
Congratulations, Kyle and Rennie. I love you. And only have babies if you want, but I want you to have babies. But do what you want.
Only if you want. Only if you want.
But kind of do it anyway.
Kind of do it anyway.
Love you.
Pressure's on. We're very happy for you guys.
Tell us about your first date with Billy. Come on.
Am I supposed to be talking about my first date with my husband?
Congratulations, Rennie and Kyle's great ceremony. Very impressive.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Love
And
you.
Milo.
Yeah, we love Milo.
Congratulations! I love you.
Perfect.
I've said plenty of words now. Thank you.
We're very excited to be
Part of your beautiful
day.
Congrats,
It's amazing.
guys.
Congratulations.
Cheers with my water.
Congratulations and welcome to the fam.
Congratulations, Rennie and Kyle. I'm proud of you both. I love listening to both of your handwritten speeches, and I was very moved by your love. And I wish you both the best that life has to offer. And I know you'll make a great couple. You already have shown that to me in previous years. And now you've made it official. So I love you both. God bless.
It was only a smile, but my heart it went wild. I wasn't expecting that. Just a delicate kiss anyone could have missed. I wasn't expecting that. Did I misread the sign? Your hand slipped into mine. I wasn't expecting that. You spent the night in my bed. You woke up and you said, well, I wasn't expecting that. I thought love wasn't meant to last. I thought you were just passing through. If I ever get the nerve to ask, what did I get right to deserve somebody like you? I wasn't expecting that. It was only a word. It was almost misheard. I wasn't expecting that. But it came without fear. A month turned into a year. I wasn't expecting that. I thought love wasn't meant to last. Honey, I thought you were just passing through. If I ever get the nerve to ask, what did I get right to deserve somebody like you? I wasn't expecting that.
And I wish it were like my thing to stand up here and sort of crack jokes as a counterpoint to like beautiful seriousness of the ceremony, but that is just not my way. Though my pants did just split in the back, so like maybe physical comedy is more my thing. I just want to take a moment and, for risk of it like pushing a little bit into awkward territory, I want to acknowledge actually that that Kyle's been married before. And that, and that Ren was engaged.
Yep.
And I too was married, past tense. And there are just a few things that I sort of find more beautiful and hopeful and romantic than living through the pain of that. And when someone else, you sort of shut yourself inside after that happens, and someone else knocks on the door and you have the courage to answer. Or in this case, someone else kicks through the door and you run to them, open and willing to love again. It's beautiful. I adore you both. To the happy couple. I'm so thrilled to be here on this beautiful night celebrating Rennie and Kyle. It's incredibly special to see my sister and Kyle put together such a gorgeous event, surrounded by their closest family and friends, to start this next chapter of their lives together. Each of you look absolutely stunning. And on behalf of me and my parents, we couldn't be happier to be here by your side tonight. As sisters who are 16 months apart, Rennie and I grew up extremely close, despite having a lot of opposite traits. She was feisty, and I was reserved. She was a star athlete, and I crushed math problems. She got the Italian genes, and I got the Irish genes. And she would prefer chips and salsa, and I would prefer a chocolate chip cookie. But somehow we shared everything. Clothes, tastes, music tastes, friends. And even when we were old enough to dress ourselves, because our mom dresses the same every family holiday, we often wore the same outfit in different colors to family holiday parties, and I don't think we'd ever wear those outfits again, but at the time, we loved it and had so much fun. We spent our high school years apart, becoming slightly more independent, but we wound up going to the same college together. Those were some of the best years and memories we shared. And it's at that point I really began to idolize the woman Rennie was growing into. I saw her drive and passion for life take off, which led her to be a successful physical therapist who is on her way to get her PhD and achieve her ultimate goal as a professor. She set herself on a path and made many decisions along the way to get her where she wanted to be. We have our parents to thank for providing us with such amazing opportunities. And teaching us that we can do whatever we put our minds to. And it's so amazing to see Rennie grow and accomplish her goals. Rennie, I love you more than anything in this world. Your attitude towards life and desire to find ultimate happiness is something I admire, and it's what has brought us here today to your wedding day. I remember hearing about the first time Kyle and Rennie bumped into each other at Whole Foods. It was clear that Rennie saw something special in Kyle from the start. It wasn't long before they were completely devoted to each other. I remember hearing how thrilled Rennie was to be invited to Kyle's pajama-themed birthday party, where she would meet all of the important people in Kyle's life. And she gushed over the fun she had afterwards. Not long after that, Rennie moved in with Kyle and had an instant connection with Milo. And it was a classic when you know love story. Although I live in New York City, I try and come home often to spend time with my family, and it has been important to me to spend time with Rennie, Kyle, and Milo. As I got to know Kyle more, I began to admire her strong mind, authenticity, and the amazing mother she is to Milo. And as for Milo, I instantly became obsessed with his spirit, which is a true reflection of Kyle. As I saw the three of them together more and more, I could see the love between them growing stronger with each visit. They've created such a beautiful family. I'm so grateful that my sister found her soulmate and is so loved and happy. Watching the two of you grow as a couple has been an inspiration. The thought you put into everything you do is incredible. Whether it's planning a vacation to Europe or packing lunch for Milo every day, everything is done with such extreme care and thoughtfulness.
Witnessing the two of you build a life together has been exciting, and I know this is just the beginning. I'm honored to be standing here celebrating your union and wish you a lifetime of happiness and adventures. So I'd like everyone to raise their glass to a truly inspirational couple.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kyle's mother, Cindy. Oh, is this thing on? I don't know where it is. Shut it off. How do you turn it on? Oh, it's on now. Is it on? Okay. It is with incredible love, joy, and pride that I stand here today to wish my daughter a blessed life, full of happiness, joy, and much laughter. Kyle is a blessing to all that know her, as all children are, the most precious and beautiful gift I've ever been given. Kyle, your kindness, generosity, your strength, calmness are an inspiration. Your wisdom and maturity are far beyond your years. Kyle, you have a beautiful partner in Rennie, and I'm so proud of both of you. Milo is so lucky. Rennie, I value the love, the laughter, the security you bring to my daughter. I do. I know Kyle loves you with all her heart. You are her best friend and her true. Kyle, I've learned a great deal from you, my beautiful girl. I'm so proud of who you've become. Rennie surely brings out the best in you. Milo fell in love with you, Rennie, as much as you fell in love with him. Raise our glasses. May you both be blessed with today's joy, and may the feeling stay with you. With all my love, I congratulate the commitment you've made to each other today. I love you both.
Applause for Cindy.
Lost touch with my soul. I had nowhere to turn. I had nowhere to go. Lost sight of my dream. Thought it would be the end of me. I thought I'd never make it through. I had no hope to hold on to. I thought I would break. I didn't know my own strength, and I crashed down and I tumbled, but I did not crumble. I got through all the pain. I didn't know my own strength, survived my darkest hour. My faith kept me alive. I picked myself back up, hold my head up high. I was not built to break. I didn't know my own strength. Oh. Found hope in my heart. I found the light to light my way out of the dark. Found all that I need here inside of me. Oh, I thought I'd never find my way. I thought I'd never lift that weight. I thought I would break. I didn't know my own strength, and I crashed down and I tumbled, but I did not crumble. I got through all the pain. I didn't know my own strength, survived my darkest hour.
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living.
ago, I said, Kyle, I'd like to do a toast of some kind. And he said, okay, Dad, but it's got to be 3 to 5. And so I said, okay, but Kyle, you were reversed on appeal. I hear a lot of country music tonight, and Luke Bryan always had this habit of telling people in American Idol this year, especially the winner, Maddie Poppy, you need to tell the story. So here's my story. Kyle had a fairly normal,
Yeah, definitely super normal.
high school type experiences, except that before she graduated from high school, she confided in me that she was struggling with her sexuality. And she came to me first, and I said, well, you know, you have to think this out and deal with it. But right now, you got to go to college. So she went to the University of New Hampshire on a culinary arts major.
Oh, yeah.
And so she didn't do too well.
I flunked out. I flunked out.
She flunked out. And so she came to me and she said, well, what are you going to do? I said, well, you're going to go back in. Will you help me with my essay that I have to present to the committee? I said, sure. So we made a presentation. I helped her with that. She got back into a major that is now compatible with her real interests. And this was the second semester. And so, how you doing, Kyle? Okay, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. And so, after the semester was over, I'm sitting in the den, and she comes downstairs with her grades. And she said, look at these. All A's. And she's the first student in University of New Hampshire history that went from flunking out one semester to the president's list the following semester. So I haven't cried very often in my lifetime. I cried at my first daughter Blake's birth. I cried when Larry Bird retired. And that day I cried. So Kyle's on her way to an undergraduate program, including a semester abroad, graduated from UNH.
I knew that. It's all good.
Snoo. I mean, I'm sorry. University of Southern New Hampshire. What did I say?
Yeah, you said UNH, but it's new. It's okay.
Okay. So Kyle, of course, had a pretty strong affinity for children, and so she went out in the real world, and nanny after the experiences with her mother's preschool with children. And so then she had, as Blake made reference to, round one. And round one seemed pretty good. Everything seemed okay, but there was something missing in round one. And like every cloud, there was always a silver lining. And Milo was that silver lining.
Yeah, Milo.
Here he is. So after... So after private nannying for a while, she calls me up one day and said, you're not going to believe this. I want to go back to school. Really? Where do you want to go? Simmons. Sister got a graduate degree from there. You want to go there? Great. So go to Simmons. And of course, this past spring, she graduated with her master's degree. However, there was a storm brewing, and as Blake also made reference to, it's real. To tell a story, you have to be truthful about the story, or it's not meaningful. But way back at the first flunking out semester, a very popular tune at that time was Josh Groban's You Raise Me Up. And so it came out a theme song. And so at that time, I said to Kyle, we raise you up to climb the mountain. So go out there and do that. And that theme repeated itself based upon her relationship breakdown. And Kyle was still a little bit afloat, trying to find her way. And one day she says to me, I have a girlfriend. I said, oh, really? Yeah. Her name is Rennie Gilman. I said, that's nice. Well, she's like a doctor. I said, what? A doctor of physical therapy. And guess what? She graduated from Simmons and she teaches at Simmons. So, well, we keep it in the family there. So, I will tell you that ever since that day, Kyle's been different. I don't know any of you that know her close enough and well enough to know she's different. She's kind. She has a kindness about her. Not that she didn't before, but it's different. Milo said today, love is love is kind is kind, and love is kind. She found the love and the kindness in this human being that's now her wife. So I met Rennie. We had a few social events around holidays or whatever. And one day I called up Cindy and I said, I've been dealing with Rennie a bit. Is it possible that a person can be that nice all the time? What you see with Rennie is what you get. She's the most wonderful person, kind, intelligent, beautiful, okay, beautiful, and nursed me through a bad thumb brace that I had, a thumb problem, with her talents. It's just an incredible person that these two got together over. And so today, it's a celebration. You know, the wedding ceremony comes from early biblical times. It's a celebration to the public. It's a public event so that people can come and share their happiness, can share their love, and can embrace what is now their union. So raise your glass.
Yeah.
To Rennie and Kyle.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. I met you in the dark, you lit me up. You made me feel as though I wasn't off. We danced the night away, we drank too much. I held your hair back when you were throwing up. Then you smiled over your shoulder. For a minute I was stone cold sober. I pulled you closer to my chest and you asked me to stay over. I said I already told you, I think that you should get some rest. I knew I loved you then, but you'd never know. 'Cause I played it cool and I was scared of letting go. up with some breakfast in bed. I'll bring you coffee with a kiss on your head. And I'll take the kids to school, wave them goodbye. And I'll thank my lucky stars for that night. When you looked over your shoulder, for a minute I forget that I'm older. I wanna dance with you right now. Oh, and you look as beautiful as ever, and I swear that every day you'll get better. You make me feel this way somehow. I'm so in love with you, and I hope you know, darling, your love is more than worth its weight in gold. We've come so far, my dear, look how we've grown. And I wanna stay with you until we're gray and old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. I wanna live with you, even when we're ghosts. 'Cause you were always there for me when I needed you most. I'm gonna love you till my lungs give out. I promise till death we part, like in our vows. So I wrote this song for you, now everybody knows that it's just you and me till we're gray and old. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. Just say you won't let go. Oh, just say you won't let go.
She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said, don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one who would dance on the floor and around. She said, I am the one who would dance on the floor and around. She told me her name was Billie Jean as she caused a scene. Then heavy hair turned with the eyes to dream of being the one who would dance on the floor and around. People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. And mother always told me, be careful who you love. Be careful what you do. Cause the love becomes the truth. Hey, Billie Jean's not my love. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one. But the kid is not my son. She says I am the one. But the kid is not my son. For 40 days and for 40 nights I was on her side. But who can stand when she's in demand? Her schemes and plans. Go and dance on the floor and around. So take my strong advice. Just remember to always think twice. Don't think twice. She told my baby we danced to 3. And she looked at me, then showed a photo. Baby cried, his eyes were like mine. Go and dance on the floor in the round, babe. People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. But she came and stood right by me. Just a smell of sweet perfume.
Kyle, you are one of the best friends I've ever had. You've taught me to stay adventurous, to remember when to laugh, and you've given me hope when I felt like I did not want to get out of bed. So I love you, and I'm so happy to be here for this day. And Rennie, you have the biggest heart of anyone I've ever met. You guys deserve each other. Congratulations. I wish you all the joy in the world. Love you guys.